Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Light of Grace, and this is Grace. It's time for another channel message from the Divine. I'm hoping that you are all in the same space in your life right now. And if somehow this resonates with you, please like, share, or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So, the reading today is about a channel message from the Divine, from God, or from whatever higher power you believe in. Okay? And sorry, a second. I'm not in my normal place. I'm not in my house right now. I'm on vacation, but every time I go on vacation, I always do reading. Sorry, I have to drink something or else I'm gonna cough like a something. Okay, so yeah, like what I said, I'm not in my house right now. I'm on vacation, and I'm having a blast. But the weather is so hot, so I'm somewhere in Texas. Okay, let's go started because I don't think you want to listen to my story. Okay, so this has been shuffled, but I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more of this. Okay, and this card is brand new, so it's still slippery. To be honest, I still don't like shuffling in front of the camera because I'm a messy shuffler. I'm not the expert. I'm not expert when it comes to shuffling. So bear with me. All right. Let's start. What would be the message you have for my collective? Divine, God. What message do you have for them? What do you want them to know? What does my collective want to know? Or needs to know? One more please. Yeah. No. Yeah. You have the Five of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Page of Wands. God is aware that your life is kind of, especially when it comes to the mind, it seems to be that your mind is a little chaotic. You have some worries, you have some problems, and maybe the situation is maybe from not being on the same page with other people, or disagreement with other people, or this could just be conflict. For some of you, this could be work, your co-workers. And some of you could be with your kids or some younger energy that you're somehow not resonating with them. I'm trying, sorry for the little pause. I'm trying to think if these three cards here, the Five of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Page of Wands are separate messages. Yes, it is a separate message. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. So good. Let's talk about the Five of Swords here. What is this Five of Swords? Please, what is this Five of Swords, Papa Jesus? What is this Five of Swords? Knight of Wands. What is this Five of Swords? Three of Cups. Thank you. You might have some disagreement from somebody who's a little bit arrogant with the King of Wands in here. Because you have the Six of Wands, King of Wands in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, King of Wands reverse, Three of Cups, and a Knight of Wands. This, whatever this thing that's causing you to be mentally stressed out or to be in conflict, this is coming from somebody who is a little bit egotistic, a little bit arrogant. This person thinks that they know it all. Or this could just be a facade that they're showing you that they know it all, but in fact they're not confident. They don't know what to do. For some reason, they just like to argue with you. Or they're just hard-headed person. Egotistic. This person can be from your group of friends that you hang around with, but it doesn't have to be. This person can also be immature. What I'm trying to say with that is they do whatever they please to do, whatever they want to do. Because they want to do it. They decide to do it. If they feel like they want to argue, they're going to argue. If they feel like they're going to make a point, but their point might not even right, they're just going to say something for the sake of saying something. It does not matter if it's right or wrong, if it makes sense or not. Maybe this person drinks alcohol too. And sometimes when they're too, or when they're drunk, or when they had too much of alcohol, they can act crazy. And that leads to the argument, the disagreement, the fight. That message could be specific for somebody who's dealing with somebody who's alcoholic, okay? For some of you, it doesn't have to be alcoholic person. It could just be some person who has some ego problem, who has a hard time admitting they're wrong. The divine wants you, the advice for this specific situation is that the divine wants you to walk away from this. To not even give your time to argue with these people or with this person who's just not gonna admit that it's all just ego talk. That they're not gonna admit that they're wrong. Just walk away from this. There is no reason or it doesn't make any sense for you to stick around. Just walk away. Walk away. As fast as you can. But the divine is also wants you to know, with this Knight of Swords here, Knight of Swords, is for you to be to have the power and to not fear, to speak what you think is right for you, what you think makes sense to you, to not be afraid, to communicate issues, to communicate problems, to communicate, to verbalize any concerns that you might have. And then once you verbalize and then you express yourself, then walk away from that energy, because there's no need for you to stick around on that energy. It's not going to do you any good. But it's right to leave the situation with your own truth. And the divine is also wanting you to know that you have people supporting you, that there are people who believes in you, that people trust you with this Three of Pentacles. So to summarize this part here, whoever resonates to this one, the divine wants you to know that if you are going through some difficulties with people that has an ego problem, it could be from somebody who's has a drinking problem, or for somebody who is immature, somehow you could not get through to them, the divine is saying to still tell your truth, to not be afraid to verbalize your concern. But after that is to just walk away from it. Do not look back. Do not even go back there. Do not even extend the argument just to make a point. It's not going to make anything sense to this person, because this person is not on their head. It's all ego. It's all they have. It's all the drive. There's no mental there, because I'm not seeing any sort of dissection here. This person just like to talk nonsense. So just walk away from this after expressing your truth. Okay? Now let's go to the Hierophant in reverse. Let me just see what is this Hierophant in reverse, because this Hierophant can be a lot of things. It can be tradition, it can be work. This is about belief, but this is in reverse. This could be doing something non-traditional. This could be about not having a job. This could be about not having any faith. So we'll see what this is about. Divine, what is this about Jesus? What is this Hierophant in reverse? Can you tell me more about this to be more specific, please? What is this Hierophant in reverse? What is this Hierophant in reverse, please? Let me just move this. If this Hierophant is about not having any job, it feels like for this group of people, if this is job, I'm gonna tell you more about what else I'm seeing with this Hierophant in reverse. I want to discuss the one with no job. If this is the one with no job, so for people with no job, it seems like at some point in time you were sad depressed even. And it seems like you didn't know what to do with the situation, how to deal with the situation of not having any job. You had difficulty. But recently, it seems like you have some sort of an aha moment, a realization with this hangman in reverse. You came out of something. You maybe at some point in time you were thinking to why you don't have a job yet. Or it could just be somebody, a message coming from somebody. But whatever that message or realization that came to you, it kind of put you in a better position, because the Five of Cups is now in reverse. Yes, you might not have job at this present moment in time yet, but you are in a better position when it comes to your inner world. You're not sobbing anymore. You're not feeling sorry for yourself. You're more kind of sitting in a positive energy. Now tell me. And if this is about things, if this is not work related, if this is just something that you weren't, this second energies that I'm reading, it seems like you are approaching an attitude or a way of seeing things in a non-traditional way. You have this perception that you're not going to be following anything what other people say, or what other people want you to do, or look at some beliefs that it's so old, it's so outdated. This is the time for the second energies that it feels like the divine is letting you know, and God, the divine and God is aware that you are transitioning yourself in a non-traditional way, where what I'm trying to say is that you are not, you want to be different. You want to do it your own way. You're not gonna just sit around and listen to what other people say. You have come to realize that you are a unique person. That you are yourself. That you are the only one that can make a decision to yourself. That other people's perception, other people's advice, or whatever the external factor that's influencing you to be so stiff, to be so uptight, to be so limited, you're freeing yourself from that because of some realization. Some clarity came to you, something happened to you that just all of a sudden you just changed yourself like that. And the third energy that I'm getting, the divine is addressing the one who's losing faith. This group feel lost. They don't know what to do. They don't have anything to hold on to give them strength. Their faith is so little, not enough to make them stand up for themselves. This situation, it did not make you happy. You feel small. You feel not empowered. Let's see what else. What else do you want to combining all this for just three energies. What is the common ground of this? I'm gonna put it back because it's horizontal. I don't read horizontal, only in personal reading, which I don't do much. Take it. What else? One more. For the three energies that I mentioned, the first one with no work, the second one who's becoming a different self, a different person, who is empowering, who what's the word I'm looking for? Who's becoming non-traditional, who's not following traditions, who's not following old beliefs. And the third energy is somebody who's losing faith. Okay? Who's losing power of themselves, self-empowerment. They don't have that self-empowerment. Now, what's the common ground for these three energies is that the three groups here, the three energies, you are not happy with your life, with the situation that you're in. It wasn't a satisfactory situation. Is that satisfactory? Yes. You feel like you miss opportunity. You feel like nothing exciting going on in your life. There's no opportunity coming. There is no, it's just all redundant situation, redundant event or repeated cycle. With this Ace of Cups in reverse, it's the same thing. It's like you're not seeing a chance or a change or an opportunity to turn this around. For the second energy, which is the one who's realizing that they cannot take this, they just have to stop following what other people say, it feels like that second energy is a little ahead of the first and the third energy. Because the second energy is already done with this. They're done with it. They want to do something about it. They want to be done with this. With this Ten of Swords here, this is about feeling, I am done with this shit. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm tired of this. I want change. I want to be happy. I want a door to open in my life so I can be finally happy. Because there's something in this group that they are not happy. Emotionally, they're not happy. I have the Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups upright, and the Ace of Cups reverse. Emotionally, it's affecting you. Whatever the circumstances, not having a job, not having any faith, losing hope, or just be somebody who's compliant to what other people say. You want to get out of it. You want to free yourself. You want something that you have more control, that you have more, that you feel like you have power, that you have more, that you want to have something that makes sense, something that is really like, oh, okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah, I'm trying to look for the word to describe it, but anyway. What advice do you have for this group? What advice do you have? Okay. The divine wants you to know, for this is advice or guidance for these three energies that I just tap into. The divine is saying that you're gonna be happy. You're gonna reach emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction, happiness. I have the 10 of cups in here. The divine is saying that that it will come to you, that you will finally free yourself from this emotional dissatisfaction that you have in whatever situation that you might be going through. If you are looking for a job and money is the problem, this thing is going to be, something's going to happen. You might finally find a job, because I have the King of Pentacles here. Sooner or later, there is going to be a job opportunity coming your way, and that's the divine message to you, that you're going to be you're no longer going to be broke. You're going to finally have some resources of income, and it's going to make you happy. Okay, so that is for the number one energy. Oop, I dropped something. 1 second. Now, so for the second energy, who realizes that they don't have to listen or keep copying or keep following whatever the environmental factor that's sort of like telling them what to do, the divine is saying, be this King of Pentacles. Empower yourself. And the divine is seeing that you can do this, that you can stand on your own, that you have inner power, that you just got to start believing in yourself, that you got to start feeling confidence about yourself, to feel confident within you. Okay? That you are not alone on this. You are not alone on this. And if somehow you feel like you're different from others, who care? Care Bear? As long you feel good about yourself, as long you feel you're not being controlled, as long you feel that you are the one making decisions, taking control of your life, because you know better than the others. If you believe from the deepest part of your heart that what you're thinking and what you're feeling and what you're deciding is for your highest good, then believe that. And if you're worried about what other people's gonna say, who care, Care Bear? Just follow your truth, follow your heart, and you're no longer gonna be alone. You're no longer gonna be sad, because you are happy. You are your best friend. Yourself is your own best friend. Yourself is the one that's gonna compliment you. And this is based on my experience. If somehow you manage to feel whole within yourself, that your happiness is not based of having somebody special in your life, or it's not based on following the rules and regulation of life, and just realizing that you yourself is enough to bring happiness into your life, to fulfill yourself, to feel proud and happy. It's coming from you. If you feel it inside you, you can be a happy company. And sometimes that's me. I hope I'm not losing you. Because here's the thing. Even you have tons of friends and you're surrounded with happy people, but if inside your inner world is sad, feel restricted, feel bound, there's something is not making you happy. Something is sort of holding your happiness. Something's holding you to attain your happiness. But versus When you are happy within yourself, knowing that you are a good person, that you, whatever decision you're making is for your higher self, that no matter how weird you are, or no matter how unique you are, no matter how different you address things, no matter how much you're trying to be the rebel of your own life, it doesn't, I mean, that would still bring you the happiness, because inside you is making you feel good because you're whole. I hope I'm not losing you. When you are satisfied and happy within yourself, you can be happy. I'm not saying to be a loner, but I'm just saying that you're happy even by yourself. That's what the message of the divine. When your inner world is happy, you are happy. In general. Now for the third energy, the one who's feel hopeless and losing faith. You just have to be the King of Pentacles. Somebody who knows what they're doing. Somebody knows that they can change the situation that they're in. Somebody who's confident and believes in themselves. A lot of people out there, when they're becoming hopeless or they're losing hope, they don't have the grasp of that confidence. They don't feel that they have the capabilities of changing their life, because they think that there's no solution, there's no way out, there's no end game to this, that this is just a situation that they're stuck because there's no hope there. There's no faith. God wants you to know is to have faith within yourself. That is the first start that you have to do. That's the first thing that you have to do, is to have faith within yourself. That you don't have to rely on people's assurance to make you feel better or to have hopes. God wants you to know that you're not alone in this. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're not alone in this. You are being guided. That there's something unseen force out there. Good ones, okay? Good ones. That's really guiding you. And if you only open your eyes and pay attention to those energies, and sometimes it could come in synchronicities. It could be coming from some unexpected advice from somebody, because God sometimes uses other people as a way to channel their message. Pay attention. To stop looking at yourself, whatever you're feeling, and be stuck there. Stop it. Open your eyes. Look up. Look around. Feel the energy around you. Because God is there to help you. And God wants you to see God, to see Him or her, to see Him. He's here to guide you and lead you to happiness. He's not going to leave you astray. But you have to start having faith within yourself. You have to start being hopeful, being optimistic, being positive. And just things will just fall to its right places. Now let's talk about the Page of Wands. This is a different group. This is the happy group, I feel. This is the group that is seeing life in a different light. For this group who resonate with this is your message. The divine knows that you are here starting to see things in a different light. Looking forward to life's adventure. Be more in a positive, optimistic, and looking forward to what life has for you. Okay, tell me more about this page of Wands, please. Tell me more about this page of Wands. Tell me more about this page of Wands, please. Tell me more about this page of Wands, please. Sorry, I have to move this so I can fit all this card. Okay, oops. So for this group who resonates, with this devil here, your life wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to get to before you get this. See, this is you now. But in the past, in the recent past, or how long this might be, this devil was in your life. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't good. You being in a situation that was toxic or that were toxic. A lot of chaos. You've gone through some chaos, toxic energy, toxic people, toxic situation. And at some point in time, it's too overwhelming to the point that you don't know how to deal with that anymore. It could just be one event, it could just be one situation, or one person, or it could be multiple. But your life wasn't easy. There's a lot of dramas, there's a lot of chaos. Or there was this big situation that really overwhelms you. That made your life not balanced at all. This devil, please. Clarify the devil. Ooh, sorry. This strength came slanted, but I'm gonna put it reverse. What is this? What is this? If you were in this toxic situation, or you dealt with this toxic person, if at that moment in time you didn't feel like you have the power to get out of it, because you felt like you're bound with that situation, like you have no control, like there's no way out, like you're losing confidence. This toxic situation or person, it did all that to you. You lost your power, you lost your control, you lost your confidence. But with this Knight of Pentacles, you did not lose hope. It seems like you're trying so hard to change your life, to make sense to you, to have control of it. but you only have small pentacles that you're carrying, that it seems like not enough to inspire you to move forward. It's things are so slow to you, that you are surrounded with this chaos, this drama, these changes that is overwhelming, but you don't have the strength and power to cope with that energy that is bombarding you. It seems like you're addressing it in a slow pace, like, wait a minute, I'm gonna take my time here, because these things that I'm dealing with is overwhelming. There's an energy of hesitation, because this Knight of Pentacles is, this horse is not even moving. There is energy of hesitation because it's too much energy, too much toxic energy, too much drama, too much overwhelming energy that is just making you to hold up and not take action. And if you did try to take action, not a big step, it's just a small step. With this Empress here, I feel like you try to be kind to yourself, to be compassionate to yourself, to still take care of yourself. You have good divine feminine energy within you. Your divine feminine is there. It's sitting. That's why you're giving yourself a pat in the back for not giving up, for not, that despite of all this, that you're still there, believing and hoping that things gonna change. And if you're not realizing that you have the power, well, I'm telling you that you have the power of this divine feminine, this Empress energy here. Someone who has the capability of making things around her beautiful and inside her beautiful. This is somebody who can expand and can grow in so many ways. But yes, there is something that's holding you from making decisions because of this overwhelming energy. It does not give you the power to change things, to get out of this bad situation, to get out of this devil energy. But yes, you have power. And I think you're realizing that you have the power. How did this collective lead to the energy page? One more, please. Now, with this, the world, the temperance, you realize that it's time for you, with this Empress energy, you realize that it's time to free yourself from this drama, from this chaos, from this toxic energy. You have that, it's time for you to bring this balance, this one second. That it's time for you to bring this energy. You realize that it's time for you to heal. That it's time for you to give yourself importance. That it's time for you to bring this energy of peace into your life. This world is about a cycle. You're realizing that it's time for you to have a different cycle, that it's time for you to get out of these energies of chaos, drama, devil energy. That you have to take action. Because with this Emperor in reverse, you're not taking action. You're not taking big steps. You have the Empress, your divine feminine is there. It's intact. It's there. It's inside you, and you're realizing this. But this Empress is not action-taking energy. It's a passive energy, but it's still powerful. Okay, it's there. It's inside you. But the Emperor is the one that really does change big things, that really can move mountain. This is the one that will take action. This is the Emperor. And I got this in reverse. It's telling me that not a lot of action has been taken by you, by this collective here. But this Page of Wands in here, this is the energy that you realize that with this Temperance in the world, that it's time for me to get out of this shitty situation. That it's time for me to move forward, look into the future, free myself. Look into the horizon and say, hey world, I'm ready for a change. I'm gonna take action. I'm just savoring this energy of this power that I'm feeling, that I can do this, that I can get out of this. That's the optimism. This Page of Wands is an optimistic energy. This is somebody who say, I can do this. I can change it, because the Wand is an action energy. I can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring the healing into my life. I'm going to bring balance into my life. I'm going to temper my energy. I'm going to change this cycle. And if I haven't been taking action, I will take action. But here, you're still not taking action, but you are about to take action. But at least you are already tapping into the energies of the world and the Temperance. What advice do you have for these collectives? Okay. What advice? One second, let me just clarify this. Okay. And for this collective here, here's the advice of the divine. The advice here, guidance or message, is that it's time for you to move on. That what you're doing is right. That what you're planning is good. But this is the time that your mind is telling you to move forward, and that is where you are right now. You are moving forward. You haven't fully taken an action yet, but your mind is already getting ready to move forward, to find your peace with the Six of Swords in here. This is about transitioning yourself to a better energy, to a happy energy, to a peaceful energy. The divine is saying, you can do this. You can do this. I see it. I see it happening into your life. I see it. And I just want to let you know that there is going to be change happening in your life. That's what the divine message to you, that I see a change happening to your life because you initiated the change. With this 10 of Wands, this is God saying, by you realizing that it's about time to bring the healing and the change and the balance into your life, is one way to take this burden off you. One way to get out of this burdening energy, this toxic energy. You're going to be free. Sorry, this is not 10 of 1, this is 9 of 1. This is like a wounded warrior, right? I got this in reverse. So the divine is saying that it's time to be hard on yourself, that it's time to be a hero for others, but be a hero for yourself. That this is the time for you to stand up and say, I'm done with this chaos. I'm done with this burden. I'm not going to stand here and pretend that I'm doing okay. No, I'm not doing okay. I'm going to change this. I'm not going to be the wounded warrior anymore. I'm going to get out of this. And with the cups in reverse and the 9 of cups in reverse, this is telling me, the divine is letting you know that God knows that you've gone through not a happy, you've gone through some unhappiness in your life, emotional dissatisfaction, non-fulfilling. You're not fulfilled with your emotion. So God is saying, follow your heart. Listen to your heart. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you free. Trust your intuition. Trust your heart. Because if you do, you're going to find your happiness. You're going to find your freedom. The divine is proud of you. And he's here to assist you on that. Because you're finally attracting the energy that you will deserve. The energy of hope, the energy of movement, the energy of change, and the energy of happiness, if I haven't said that. This is a channel message from Divine. I hope I did not confuse you. I thank you so much for watching. I'm sending lots of love. Sending you all with lots of love and light. Bye-bye.